What's up guys, it's Aleyzr here, and I hope all of you had a very nice Christmas time and spent some time with your families. And today I'm back with another video, and in this video I wanted to talk about Fnatic or T-side piss around on the train that the old Fnatic lineup used to do. And I think it's a very good and very efficient piss around, and it has like different layers of knowledge that are implied into this piss around that are making it so good and so efficient. And it's gonna take me some time to explain to you guys these kind of layers and these kind of concepts, but I think it's much more valuable to show you guys these rather than just showing you the piss around and then you're just copying it but you don't really understand what's going on. Because when you're understanding these kind of concepts, you can apply them to your own strategies or use them when you're trying to create strategies on your own, and I think that's much more valuable for you guys than just copying a strategy. So let me explain to you the basic concept of the piss around. So you have three guys rushing like alley, you have one guy coming out main, you have one guy sitting here, and then the main guy is gonna smoke off this and he might throw a flash over the train, so anyone that is in this area like here or here is gonna get blinded. And then you have your three guys that are coming alley and they try to push into the city base and try to go B, and you're reuniting with this player and he's just coming down B. And then you basically split B, and you have like this guy has a lot of options that he can choose from. So let me come back to the concepts or the layers of this kind of piss around, and let me explain to you these a little bit more. So there are some things that you want to have in a piss around on CSGO, as a T especially. So one thing you want to have is you want to group up with like at least 3, sometimes 4, or sometimes even 5 players, and use like the run and gun concepts, like you're trying to rush down the city with the Glocks and the Kevlar, and you're not like trying to take like slow solo engagements. You're basically just trying to rush them down as a unit. That's something you want to do in a piss around because it's very efficient in CSGO. The second thing you want to do in a piss around is to not buy or not use a lot of utility, because when you're using a lot of utility, that means that a lot of your players won't have Kevlar, and they're gonna be in a huge disadvantage when they're in a like 1v1 fight, because the CT just needs to hit one body shot and the crosshair from the T player is gonna be all over the place, and that's really bad, obviously. So you want to use the minimum amount of utility, and most of your players want to have Kevlar. So the third thing is you don't want to go for like long range fight engagements like this. You don't want to do that because it's very hard to kill the guy with a USP, and he has a huge advantage. So you don't want to do that, and you don't want to go for like risk or like solo plays like this if you're trying to kill this guy, because it's way too risky for you to die to like one click, one tap, and just lose one player right away at the beginning of the round. Like this is way too risky, so you don't want to do that. And now this piss around has a concept that is like a bonus, you could say, because it's a concept that you're normally not using in a piss around, but you're using it in a round where you play a default strategy, like a default where you have maybe 2 guys towards alley, 1 main, 2 B, something like that. And this concept is not committing to a strategy right away, because let's say on the first buy round, most of the times you don't want to rush B right away, because you have no information if they're playing like with 1 guy B, are they playing 2 guys B, do they have an AWP on B, so you don't know that. So you're like kind of gambling when you're just rushing B in the first buy round, and you don't want to do that because you could have a much better chance to win the round when you like have some at least some information what's going on. Like you spotted the AWP on Ellie, or you see that they're playing defensively on A. So it's much better for you to gather some information and then make the decision on what you guys want to do. But most of the times you don't have this luxury in a pistol round, because it's way too risky for you to go for these kind of infos, and it's basically just too powerful to go with like 3, 4, 5 people in a unit and try to rush down the cities. It's just too powerful, and you don't want to like miss this opportunity of winning the round by using this concept. So most of the times you don't have the ability to, or you're not in a situation where you're not committing to a strategy right away and you can switch up things during the round. But this pistol has these kind of concepts in it, so that's why I think it's a very, very cool pistol. So enough about the concepts and the layers of this pistol. Let me actually show you guys the pistol. So one of you guys, like spawns, doesn't matter, just one guy picks up the bomb, he's gonna buy Kevlar, and he's gonna go into the bathroom area right here, and he's just gonna wait for any CD rotation or aggression when they are pushing, maybe because their teammates are telling them, yeah, they're doing stuff on A and so on, so maybe someone is pushing here. That's like the weak link of the strategy. Like the strategy is over if this guy dies, so this guy has to be someone that is like somewhat intelligent and somewhat smart, like he understands angles, timing and so on, and he should be like one of your better aimers in the team, that's for sure. So the other 3 guys are going Ellie. They're just coming here and make it as hard as you possibly can for you to get hit, and then just rush out here. Obviously clear these kind of angles, you need to clear. This is gonna be smoked. So, and then you're trying to make your way into the city base and go towards the B side. So what your last guy is doing, he should just come up here, and then he could fly, obviously not like this, like you come down here, you flash, and while you're jumping like this, you're with your eyes watching this and this, because you want to see if somebody is crossing like towards the green train, because this is a very important information for you, because the way you throw the smoke is like this. So, and if you spot someone crossing here, you have to like expect him to come up here and try to kill you. So you can't just run out with your smoke and think like, la 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 la, I'm gonna smoke here. Then you're dead. You're just dead. So you flash here to block this a little bit, like maybe he's getting blind from it and you can delay it a little bit. And while you're jumping, you can like check this area, and obviously you don't want to flash like this and then keep running like this. Like, see what I was doing? I flashed, then I hide towards the right so I can't get shot. I pull out my knife and then, obviously not like this, then I jump like this. So I immediately hide behind this wall. So, and then I'm gonna check if I spot someone, I'm gonna check if he's peeking or not, try to bait out some shots, and then just throw the smoke and then go back behind the wall again. Obviously there's a small timing window where it can be unlucky when he's like peeking you or gets a good shot onto you while you're throwing the smoke. That's just the risk of it, but you can try to minimize it. And if you can get out the smoke really fast, you can throw another flash like this. Obviously not like this, like this. This was perfect, but most of the times you're not gonna hit it like that, I think. So obviously I'm failing it like 20 times like this. This is okay. This is gonna blind anyone playing here and anyone in this general area right here. So This is very good for your teammates to help them. Obviously, you need to throw it like really high. You can't just throw it like in this area right here, because then it's gonna blind your teammates as well. But you can find one yourself, I'm pretty sure. So, once you've done that, your 3 guys are coming down here, and they're making their way towards city base, and then you have 3 players here, and they're trying to fight them, and 2 players should immediately start clearing the site. Like 1 player can go here, 1 player can go here, and if you, in case you have still 3 players alive, you can let someone like sit in this area and hold this. And if you don't, I would recommend like have someone like clear this, like check it if somebody's here, and then he can move like that, and then your second teammate can help him from here maybe, or come with him. Like if you come with him, you have the risk of someone getting out of the connector, but I don't think this is too much of a risk because you have still 1 guy on A. So if you have just 2 players left, I would recommend to group up and clear the site, and then let your B player come down the stairs, and then just let him plant the bomb and you cover him. And what your A guy can do now, like he has a lot of options. Like when he's coming out and he spots them here, he can fight them, but I wouldn't recommend that. You can just be a distraction, so they can't just fully focus on this. And when you see that you're fighting from here, like spamming the smoke, you sometimes can get a very easy kill. And if you don't like get this easy kill and you're just trying to be a distraction, what you can do now, you can just hide. And now it's like very like painful for the CD, because if they want to rotate, they know, okay, I need to worry about someone lurking, and if they want to kill you, they have to come like all the way towards this corner right here and kill you, and that's something you don't want to do as a CT. So this guy can make sure that he's making as hard as possible for the CDs to like eliminate the lurker, and he can also make sure that nobody is coming in towards the pop dog area, and he just basically can be annoying. And if nobody's coming here, he can start being a lurker and just flank them. And then it obviously would be very good if the bomb is planted like here or probably here, so that this guy still has a chance to be the last one standing and try to win the round. I wouldn't play for it. Like I wouldn't like think around when I'm this player. I wouldn't think, okay, I need to be the last one standing, clutching the round. But in case your teammates die to like some cities that are like pushing really aggressively and they're like ignoring the lurk, it would be better if the bomb is planted here, so you still have at least a chance to win the round. So that's what you like normally do if you stick towards B, but you can make it an A strat as well. Let's say this guy kills, and that's by the way why I think this piss round is so great. So let's say this guy gets a kill here, and these guys know that the CD is falling back towards like this area right here. They can just come out here and go towards A, because now you have 3 players, maybe like one of you died, so you have still 2 players left, and this guy. And then you have 3 players in this area right here, and it's a very good area to have control of, and then just plant the bomb and play the after plan. And then you let just your, like this guy has the bomb. If you're telling your teammate, okay, we're gonna go A, he just can come down the ladder, and then he just comes down here and he runs towards the side and he just plants the bomb. So, and if you worry about someone connector, you can just jump, so he's gonna be afraid. Like very often it's enough to just distract him, so he's not like sitting here and holding this angle. He's not gonna sit here and hold this angle when someone is like jumping up here and making him scared of being killed. So that's how you can switch up this strategy
towards an A strat. And that's why I think it's really good, because you can adapt the strategy based on the kills you get, or based on the like CD setups that they're running. Like as I told you, when you figure out this guy is falling back, you're in a very good position to go A, because most of the times there are going to be 2 players left. But where can they be? If they're in this general area right here, they're dead, because you have 2 guys flying out the smoke, you have 1 guy coming here, they're 100% dead. That's round 1. So most of the times they're in this area right here then, or in this area, or in this area. And if you have like correct movement and you use your advantage with the jumping, it should be fairly easy for you to win the round. So I think that's basically it for the video. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you guys want to support me, or even want to see more of my content, you can subscribe to my channel, obviously. And if you have any like feedback, I would like to read it in my comment section below. And if you have any requests for like videos or topics you want me to talk about, just write them down in the comment section, and I'm going to try to make a video as soon as I possibly can. So yeah, I think that's it for the video. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.